everyone.
What?
I'm feeling very powerful
Okay, 12
because
nine, that's it.
Jonna gave me a purple pen, and it's just sending energy and so hold on to your horses. Welcome back. Let's get started. Is there anything?
Did you at least get the bustle in the back? For what? I said so the drink don't drag all over the floor.
It's funny.
Okay, ready to go?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anything that needs to be added to the agenda at this time? Do I have a motion to approve the May 27th, 2026 agenda as submitted?
I move that.
Thank you, Janet. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Well done. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda consisting of the April 22nd, 2026 meeting minutes, pending deposit gifts report, and statistic report as submitted?
I'll move.
Second?
I'll second.
Oh, Emily, you're a star. Okay, that's it. Ready to go? Okay, let's start. Ruth, how are you?
Well, thank you.
Ready for a friend's report?
So the Friends of the Library have started their summer groove, so we are cleaning up from our big book sale and gathering more volunteers when we do that. We had a really good book sale this year, this spring, and we brought in just shy of $24,000. So we are aiming to break the record next time, which would be over $24,000. So, but we really appreciate the help that we've gotten from library staff and the library for helping us arrange taking over this space for several days and rearranging things as needed. And it's been very helpful to have the security around, and we appreciate that. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of board members who have needed to leave, unfortunately for job purposes, and we will be looking for at least 3 to 4 new board members once again, and we are hoping to garner some of our volunteers to step up and do that.
Thank you. Congratulations on the sale. All right, Susan.
Good morning. First, the foundation would like to congratulate the Friends on a record-breaking book sale. We're always delighted and really excited when you guys do so well. We always hear wonderful things from our foundation board members, those who volunteer to help, and those who are there to add more books and other resources to their shelves. So thank you so much for that. Related to foundation business, this Saturday, May 30th, we are ecstatic to invite Dr. Ron Ferguson to the main library from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. We have 50 full registrations. There is a waiting list. So if you know any family members or any grandparents or moms and dads that are looking for something to do this coming Saturday from 10 to 12, please join us at the main library. Go ahead and register. Get on that waiting list. Chances are pretty good that you'll get an email inviting you again Saturday. Then moving on to the children's area upgrades. As you all know, this is a huge endeavor for us this year across all the library branches. I am pleased to share that both Westover Hills and Ginter Park have all of their assets in place. You will, sometime in the next few weeks, get an invitation to either an open house or ribbon cutting, whatever the branch managers want to do. That's what we're going to do for them. And of course, all of you here will get invitations. North Avenue and West End will be up next. All of the other branches are moving steadily forward. I personally am most excited about North Avenue's brand new Lego table, which should be here in the next week or two. And that's it for my report. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Anytime you talk about Legos, it's a happy time.
Great. Very excited.
Very good. Very
Thank you.
All right. Library administration.
All right. I would like to introduce Chloe McCormick. She is our expert in the memory lab. She's our senior librarian and assists us with the Richmond Room and the Mellon Grant. So she's the clerk of the works for that program.
Good morning, everybody. I think I've met most of you at this point, but for those of you I don't know, my name's Chloe. I oversee local history and genealogy here, as well as special collections and our memory lab, which is just down the hall from us today. Some updates for 2026. So our memory lab has seen 468 appointments so far this year, and each of those appointments is 4 hours long. So it's a tremendous amount of time that patrons are spending with us down there. Each of you has a little orange handout with more information about the memory lab and the kind of formats that patrons can bring in to digitize while they're in the lab. So everything from VHS tapes to film to photographs and slides. We've also helped over 250 patrons with inquiries related to local history and genealogy, drawing upon the collections that we have here at the library. We also have a new large format map scanner, so things like maps from the Department of Parks and Recreation, maps from local cemeteries. We now have the capacity to digitize those in-house rather than having to send them away. We're also working on digitization projects related to city-owned cemeteries, local churches, the assessor of real estate, so old property cards beginning in the 1930s with images of all of the different properties in Richmond. Annual reports from the city beginning in 1873. These are all collections that we've been digitizing with funds from the Mellon Foundation. All of these are being made available through our digital special collections platform, which is linked on the library's website. So far in 2026 alone, we've added over 60,000 items to that digital collections platform. And then our big announcement for special collections is that we've accepted the Richmond Free Press collection. So this is a comprehensive collection chronicling the newspaper's 34-year-long run. It includes materials from the newspaper's founder, Raymond H. Boone, as well as materials related to the editing process of the paper, photographs, subject files, all things related to Black history in the city that were chronicled over those 34 years. It's over 100 boxes of these materials. We have plans to conduct oral histories as well with the Boone family and with RFP staffers to fill out that collection while we have the opportunity to, and processing is set to begin this summer. And I'd also like to note that that's a very quick timeline in terms of archival processing, especially of collections of this size. But it's important to us to make it as available as quickly as possible. We've already had patrons approaching us asking about the materials in the collection. So thank you very much. Are there any questions for me?
I have a comment and a question.
Yeah.
First, the Richmond Free Press is huge.
Yes.
One of the things Mellon liked about us before they gave us the award is that we were sincere in wanting Black communities as well represented as the normal white communities. And we said we were sincere. Now we've just proved it. And so that is huge, 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 huge. If someone asks me, what is the memory lab?
Mm-hmm.
What is my 2 or 3 sentence, just a neighbor or,
Yeah.
they want, what is it? What do you say?
Yeah.
What should I say?
It's a place where you can digitize analog media or family memories for free at the library. So anything you have boxed up in your attic or closet, whether that's photographs or old videotapes, or whether you want to make recordings with your older family members to get them on tape while you have the chance, we have all of the resources available to do that here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have to, if somebody comes in, do they have to make an appointment to come in?
Yes, so we ask that folks make an appointment. That makes it easier on our end. And also the lab has been so busy lately that to accommodate everyone, we ask for appointments. Although we do handle walk-ins as much as we can, especially in circumstances where people are planning for funerals or things that are very time sensitive.
Ooh, planning for funerals.
That's a common
Ooh.
one, yes.
And they want to digitize their photos, is that it?
Yep.
Most likely for a few.
Yeah, photographs, videotapes, they're putting together some sort of video memorial to be shown. Yep.
Nice.
What other reason do people, I mean, I could see a funeral time. What other people just want to do it, or they just found stuff, or?
Yeah, they've inherited things from family members. Some people have found things in thrift stores that they have no personal connection to. They're just curious.
Interesting.
A lot of folks who are newly retired that have time on their hands to finally start going through all their materials. Yeah. All right. Thank you all.
Thank you, and kudos.
Thank you.
Great, this is a great news meeting. Whoa. All right,
Thank you,
And-
Chloe.
Antoine, we're glad you're here.
Yes, I am as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Advocacy Task Force.
Yes.
Do you and Sharon have anything to,
Not currently,
okay,
so I guess we will hopefully have more to share at our next meeting.
okay, that was gonna be my question. This is no pressure,
Okay,
but tell me when.
okay, will do.
I don't care when.
Right,
I want you to make it,
okay. for
so
sure.
pick a date.
All right, will do.
And this is not just, I'm not just talking to you, I'm
Right.
you and Sharon.
Right,
But yeah,
so noted,
let us know when,
Mhm.
because we're excited.
likewise.
Okay, Emily.
Yes, I have no formal updates, but just where we are. We have a strategic plan from 2022 to 2027. Scott has been working on some updates to that plan to reflect our new focus on facilities,
Really good,
and those will be forthcoming.
really good. It's important we're aligned in all of, really good. Okay. Chair report. I have no report. Finance Committee, Bill.
Really nothing since the last month's meeting. The budget went through. It didn't change anything from that. We still, as Scott said, it's about a 2% cut, which we'd planned in and is handled. And I guess the other thing that he mentioned to me today, I forgot about, is that the collective bargaining went through. So all the employees are getting, 3.2 raises under that collective bargaining program. But the city is making that work out for us as far as the salaries
Yeah, they increased the personnel line.
to cover that. So
Yeah.
we're
So the net increase on our budget, when you look at it, will be higher than we spent in FY '26. So FY '27 will be more than '26. The other thing that's coming up at us is this summer, the city will start negotiating the collective bargaining agreement with the 5 bargaining units. So that'll start in July. So the city negotiates with RCOP, firefighters, Teamsters, SEIU professional, and SEIU. I think it's technical, but I can't remember the SEIU, the other SEIU title, but SEIU is the major collective bargaining partner for the rest of the employees, so we'll see what wages, benefits, outcomes, and that will have an impact on FY '28's budget. So, the other thing in that is the CIP did receive another $1 million to help us in the work that we're doing with the facilities, expansion and improvement.
Okay. Any questions about our finances? facilities, the stars of our show. Today.
So you have your Dewberry report right there in front of you. And I highly recommend it because it's full of interesting ideas. I appreciate that one of the appendices is a little overview of funding opportunities. I'm glad they did that.
Yep.
There's very detailed cost estimates, which if you're up in the middle of the night, you could take a look at those. I mean, they're very important, but so I think the next step is on Tuesday, there will be a Zoom meeting with Dewberry, and you're invited to participate because your comments and your questions are very important. So don't be shy. My understanding is we could come here.
Yep.
In this room or in the boardroom?
We'll meet in the boardroom, so we'll have the TV in the boardroom, and then Dewberry will link in through a Microsoft Teams link. So if you can't make it to the in-person, you can also connect virtually. John is gonna put a notice out on that probably today, so we can public notice the meeting so everybody can attend properly. They'll go through the report, answer any questions, give you any updates, so.
So you're encouraged to participate in that Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
Yep.
Look for your Teams link from Jana.
They did a very nice job in assessing the buildings. There's a lot of nice, really good takeaways.
Yeah.
And
costs
let
are
me
helpful.
interject at this point. In our strategy, we had 3 tiers. We want to bring Maine up to code. We want to take number 2, our 3 oldest and smallest libraries, and expand them to 15,000 square feet, which is around the average of a library. And then we want a new library, and we want that new library south of the river. The second one is what this report is dealing with, expanding those 3 libraries. And the bottom line, and this is enormously good news, is one way or the other, we can bring all 3 up to 15,000 square feet. Now, different techniques with each one depending on the site, but that was Scott's challenge to Dewberry as based on our request, and we can do it in each and every one. So this meeting is going to be the Dewberry people explaining to us what the options are for all 3. In reality, it would be optimistic to believe we got all 3 moving forward. So we want to listen carefully so that we have a sense of which one or 2 do we think is our play. And I need all of you to help think through this, because we have moved unanimously on every step, and it's my intention we continue to be all together moving forward. So let me echo what Janet said. Either read the report, I read the report, I gotta listen to these guys talk to make sure I understand it. But good news, all 3 can be increased in different ways with different risks to 15,000 square feet. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the big thing is on each site.
That's the big deal with
We can put a
this.
15,000 square foot building on each site. We don't have to acquire land. We can do it.
Better said.
Yeah, we can do it on that site.
Better
And then
said.
they also give us a cost. It's basically about $900 to $1,000 a square foot, no matter what you want to do. Whether you want to renovate, tear it down, or put up a new one. So that's good information
Yeah.
to know as well.
That's
because
shocking that it's the same number no matter what you
Yeah.
want to do. So
And then lastly, I appreciate they are experts and they made recommendations on where we could seek funding. They reviewed federal, state, local funds, and kind of gave us an overview of what they're seeing and how libraries get funded. So I thought that was very helpful. That's a question we get. Those are pretty much the three big questions we have that are answered in this report.
Questions?
Were there any of the branches where they said best use is?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it was.
I'm just
Yes.
reading what
East
the
End.
next
Yeah,
sentence
East End,
is.
they wanted to knock down.
They want to know.
Westover, they said you can add on or knock down. Belmont, they said you can add on.
East End have to knock down.
Yeah, you gotta knock it down.
East End has to be knocked down.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
The things I have learned, the things I still don't understand. So huge. Yeah. Yeah,
So they did a nice job.
they did. Okay. Sure we don't have any questions?
Last thing, we've got the purchase order in for the bookmobile, so that's
Big deal.
moving right along.
Big deal.
So hopefully in FY '28, we can get funding for the people to work on the bookmobile. So,
It would seem that would be logical,
I think it'll,
but
I
you
think
just
it'll
never
work
know.
out. It'll
You
work
just
out.
never
We'll get
know.
it.
It can't run by AI.
Robots, they're gonna replace us all.
All right.
That's
So-
my personal opinion.
So June 2nd,
Tuesday.
Tuesday, June 2nd at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Here, or you can do it from your computer or phone at home. So we made it easy. Next, governance. As you know, Garrett, who I love and adore, as we all do, has moved on to concentrate on his business and his travel and all of the other things. But we have some decisions to make, and there's two particular ones I want to talk about. First, we will need by this summer a vice chair and a chair. I didn't get any volunteers. So I personally thought through what is the biggest issues that we're facing. And I think facilities expansion is the number one. So I talked to Sharon. I couldn't talk Sharon into staying. I was very sad about that. Sharon has done a fabulous job. I am going to miss having her sit next to me. Then I talked to Brent. And Brent and I have been on several calls as it relates to the Commerce Road. I think he has the right skill set. I think he has the right range of connections in the industry and reputation in the industry. And I have to say, it took me several phone calls.
Thank you.
Did he finally block your number?
That's what I would have done, actually. But no, Brent is way too much of a gentleman to ever have done that. So we've come up with an agreement. And here is the agreement that we're both, let me be clear on this, very happy to walk away from if we have another option. Both of us, happy to walk away, no problem. Brent will be vice chair for this next year. I will continue on as chair for this next year.
Good.
You don't have to tell me why you don't like it. If you want to, this is fine with me, and it's my hope, you know, the chair is usually a 2-year appointment. My term ends in a year. It is my hope at that time Brent will step into the chair position so that we'll have a very smooth transition. I personally think it's the best for the library, but I want you to decide, and then we will vote in June. In June? And then we will vote in June. So any option is possible. Ponder how we want to move forward. But that's issue number one, Brent vice chair, me chair for a year, and then the possibility of a very smooth transition. Questions?
Sounds good.
Second issue is replacing Garrett. Garrett did a fabulous job for us, and he's gonna be hard to fill. But let me tell you my philosophy. If you have concerns, if you don't like it, let's talk about it before we move forward. We have 9 trustees. I would like to see a trustee representing each district. I think that's what will give the library a voice for the city. Now, right now, we have 2 trustees for District 1. We have 3 trustees for District 4. We have no trustees for District 3, District 6, District 7, or District 9. So, 5 districts are represented, 4 are not. That is not satisfactory in my mind for the way I want to move forward. So I would like to recruit from the 4 districts we do not have people on these trustees for. And I, to the extent that I have power and voice, would like us to continue even after I leave to try and have this board each have a representative from the city so that we speak.
For the entire city.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, that would be my goal. But I've only got Garrett's position to fill right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to all 4 of those council members. And if they have a person that represents their community and loves libraries, gotta have both, give us their name. John has already explained to me how you apply. I'll provide all that information, and we'll encourage that. I would truly love to see some traction in one of those areas. If you know people in District 3, 6, 7, or 9 that you think would be good candidates, let me know. Even though it took me several phone calls with Brent, I'm getting good at this sweet talking thing. I think I'll do even better and be happy to talk to them and answer any questions.
Can you name the council person for the districts without representation?
Yes, I can,
Just
because
so
I wrote it
can-
down.
So I can get a picture in my mind.
Absolutely. Good question. Kenya Gibson's District 3. Ellen Robertson is District 6. I'll mention that's where Commerce Road is. Cynthia Newbiel, District 7. Nicole Jones, District 9.
And Reva is 8.
Yes, but we have Rockin' Cynthia. But you go to Nicole Jones meetings. So if you run into anyone that is a Cynthia clone,
No.
let me
Okay.
know.
And I need to put this in the proper perspective. You can't tell somebody how to pull in their community. I can't go, when I go to her meetings, I absorb who's there, who's speaking. But I'm reluctant to say anything because I am from the 8th district.
I hear you. I hear you.
If she, like Mike Jones, me and Mike had a conversation last week Thursday. If she would follow behind Mike Jones and listen to what's going on in your community, not the 8 people that's gonna always come to your meetings. You need to reach out. And I extended an opportunity for her to come and speak to the Broad Rock Advisory Board. I have 5 people that live in 9. All 5 of them attend Reva's meetings. I don't know if it's her personality, but when I extended the opportunity for her to come and speak at the meeting, she was like, I'm not chasing behind these people. Then I guess you might be a one-term wonder.
Okay, okay.
She's
Good
there.
data point, good data point. Then maybe, Scott, I will ask you of the libraries in those 4 districts if they know any
Okay.
people that
Yeah.
are in good library goers. We're recruiting now. We're our best faces on. This is a chance to do important work. We'll have Antoine give testimonials because he's fabulous. Yeah.
I would love to, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll, but we're out. We've got just a few weeks to work on it, but it's bringing in a good person. That's very important to us.
Chris, you may want to come to one of my meetings and recruit.
I would actually be happy to do that.
It would be very nice.
Yeah, I
for
would be
you to
happy to
come,
do that.
because they are passionate about the libraries. That's
See,
not the problem.
We gotta have that.
Yes.
If you don't love the library, this is not
Oh,
the
they
place
love
for
Scott.
you. Hear ya.
They've been trying to get Scott to dance and sing.
Oh, wow, Scott.
Whoa.
This was another one of Reva's meetings.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. And
Yeah.
so-
Reva always has dance in every
She has
meeting.
the greatest
So I gotta
meetings.
say, of the town halls, she has the best one.
Yeah, I would attest to that.
Yeah.
I would say.
And it's not just because she's in the satellite, because some people like, they're reluctant to come in because, oh, that's a club. But before the information part, if I show you the video of Officer Karen Spencer, and she walked straight in and went to the DJ and told him what song to play, and she's up there and it's about 10 other women and they doing this dance, and another lady that was with me, she said, Cynthia, is that a group? I said, no.
So you have that and the Right Honorable Governor Wilder. speaking.
Yes,
Right, okay.
yeah,
So it's quite a meeting.
yes. You have to come.
Whoa. Force of nature, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, unfinished business. Are we ready to move on?
Sure.
Okay, I'm still gonna keep talking. We have the 3 board meeting coming up. It is going to be Tuesday, June 23rd, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. here, actually right here in the library. So this is our second one. We've done them, a year apart so that we can get a little momentum. And this one is all about messaging, which is what we heard from all of the attendees last year was the issue. Reagan Thacker from the Library of Virginia is again going to come in and be our speaker and our moderator. She and I have been working like dogs to construct this in a way that moves us up an order of magnitude. We are not going to ask why do you love the library? Scott decides that. Scott decides what the messages are. And then Reagan is going to be telling us the best practice for formulating your own personal way to talk about his messages. Provide some data points, but how do I now look at this statement and come up from my stories, my neighborhood stories, and craft something that I'm comfortable with. Now, that may be in a media post, that may be in a letter, that may be in an elevator. We're gonna talk about what to say and the different delivery sections, all based on Scott's list of messages. So at the end, we'll have an expert telling us how, we'll practice how, and hopefully everyone will walk out having internalized what's right for them to say. We have a few more working sessions, but I really think that combination of best practices and then actual hands-on experience is going to move us, not just from walking around the room saying, I love the library because of this, but order of magnitude better as far as what we can deliver. I will be talking to Ruth and Susan and Scott about our timing, when to expect an agenda, when to expect this. Figure that out, but it's imminent. And we always show up. The trustees, last time we were 100%, we always show up. We will show up again. I'd be very excited to see all of your friends and your foundation people, because we think we're working on something that will be useful. Maybe not great, but it will be useful. Okay? Now, the thing I will mention publicly and to Ruth and Susan is we will have done 2. Will you two and your organizations think about, in whatever time frame you choose, in another year, in another 2 years, being the host for the 3rd? You can use Reagan if you wish, or you can do whatever you want to do, but I think momentum is important, and sharing the responsibility of a 3-board is equally important. No wrong answer, but if you will both consider, and if you have an answer, we can announce it on the 23rd. If you don't have an answer, not a big deal. We'll figure it out. Okay? Have I given you enough information? Okay. Any other unfinished business? New business? All right. I am going to adjourn the meeting. I forget, do I need a motion to adjourn the meeting? Okay, I'm gonna adjourn the meeting, and I will see everyone the day after the 3-board meeting, where we can take it apart and see what went well. June 24th, and it's gonna be at West End Branch Library. Thank you.
Thank you.